Begin with that live view from Alta. So
look at that. That's
nice?
a postcard, isn't
Gosh,
it?
I just love where we live. You see a little bit of inversion. We've got some moderate air out there, but overall, that's a pretty shot. Let's talk about Alta for a moment, because look at where we are mountain snowfall-wise. Way below where we should be. We have 274 inches of snow at Alta coming off of this weekend, but this time last year, we had 367 inches. We're way below the average of 311, so this hasn't been a gangbuster year. We know that last year we were above average, the year before that record-breaking, but here we are. And we haven't seen much in the way of valley snow either. So it's been a drier year, and our snowpack represents that. Speaking of dry, we go down to the desert. Live view from our Black Desert Sky Cam. In Ivins, sunshine, clear skies, low 60s, pretty there. Colder in the north, that cold air very noticeable as we sit in the 30s, below average for Salt Lake City. 38 right now in Salt Lake, freezing in Logan. 20s in southwestern Wyoming, mid-30s in the Basin, 40s in Moab, 60 in St. George. And as we get through the next several hours, we're going to see those 30s dropping into the 20s by ABC4 News at 10. Utah Lake, that live view, that's a gorgeous shot, but you notice the ice on the water. The freeze-thaw cycle has been interesting because temperatures have been up, down, and all around, and we're kicking off this work week with frigid air. We're going to stay that way, staying cold through the middle of the week. Speaking of cold, and a little bit of snow, some snow shower activity towards Cache Valley, the Smithfield area, getting some light snow right there on the state line between Utah and Idaho. A weak cold front will make its way through Utah overnight and into tomorrow, and with moisture present, we could see some snow showers. As we look at our future cast, you're going to pick up on that. Look at the timing in the corner of your screen. Here we are by 1 p.m. We see that for the Wasatch back in the mountains over towards Flaming Gorge and Manila. Also the chance of seeing some snow showers in the Tooele Valley, Utah County. Could see some in Salt Lake. We know this is a weaker front, but there is moisture potential, and we watch as that moisture potential for our Tuesday brings isolated snow showers to central Utah as well. Ephraim into Castle Country, the West Desert, and then eventually that front exits, but the Four Corners, even Monticello, could get a little bit of snow tomorrow. We do get another front that comes through Wednesday into Thursday. What's interesting is regardless of how much moisture we're going to get, it's 2 shots of really cold air. So it's the 1-2 punch, and that's going to impact daytime highs, dropping us below average and keeping us there. Let's talk about the big picture here so you know what's going to happen as we make it through our work week towards Valentine's Day. Cold air's in place. Another shot of cold air overnight and into tomorrow. We do that again Wednesday into Thursday. Then Thursday through Sunday, we have an interesting setup. Atmospheric river event. You've heard me say that before this winter. Mild conditions because of that westerly flow, and that's going to change the precipitation type. We have the chance of seeing some rain mixing in with that snow, that sloppy wintry mix with wet weather. Atmospheric rivers do that, which means heavy snow potential for our mountains. We could see a multi-day event where we get several feet of snow. We're watching it closely. The movement of that low is going to play into that. As we get through the weekend, it looks like Sunday we could have a drier day, but as we head into President's Day, there's a chance that we get another disturbance coming in. It's a big weekend for the high country. A lot of folks come to Utah to enjoy the mountains, and we're going to see very dicey conditions with heavy, wet, dense snow expected with that atmospheric river event. While we're talking about snow, let's talk about tomorrow, right? So we know that Tuesday and into Wednesday, light snow showers for the mountains, only a trace to 3 inches expected with those isolated snow showers in the valley. That will change Thursday through Sunday as precipitation potential really goes up. An atmospheric river event will deliver. That means really tough conditions in the high country as we get heavy accumulation in a small amount of time. Regional forecast for tomorrow, cold, actually freezing in Salt Lake as we look at that high at 32, 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state, upper 50s expected in St. George. It's close to average. We do have wet weather that makes it to southern Utah as you notice that Thursday and into Friday, possibly lingering into Saturday. Friday's Valentine's Day, so Mother Nature is showing us some love, bringing in that wet weather, which I love. As we look at the 20s and 30s, those cold fronts, even though they don't bring a lot of moisture, they bring that cold air, warmer conditions with the atmospheric river event, sloppy with that rain-snow mix.
Sloppy.
Expected. Sloppy, that's what it is. Is it rain? Is it snow? Your coat's wet? It's just, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Good to know.
The Lakers